Hi guys, welcome back to our COVID conditioning series for softball. So we're officially in week 4 out of our 6-week program, so halfway. Congratulations on making it this far. I hope you've enjoyed the program so far. And if there's any injuries or any pains come up, just give us a call at Healthy Body Company. Otherwise, enjoy. For week 4, we're going to change the schedule a little bit. So we're going to add on a second skill session. So still working with the 2 strength and 2 conditioning sessions with the midweek rest, and then tacking on a second skill session for the end of the week. So really focusing on fine-tuning those skills ready for the season. For our strength sessions for week 4, we're going to continue with our supersetting. So exercise 1A, 1B, 2A and 2B and so on. So supersetting the 2 exercises and then rest following those 2. Blue exercises are still for lower body, red still for upper body, and green still for core. So the biggest changes we've made here are increases in reps, changes in the wood choppers from kneeling to standing to replicate that batting stance a little more, increasing time on the plank so the core is working a little bit harder, and then changing our calf raises from double to single leg calf raises. So kicking off week 4 with exercise 1A, we're going to continue with our Bulgarian split squats. This time we're going to increase the reps from 15 to 20 on each leg. So again, have something behind you, nice wide stance. Back foot onto whatever's behind you, bending down. Back knee comes down towards the ground, coming back up. So make sure you swap legs, 3 sets of 20 on each leg. So to superset our Bulgarian split squats for exercise 1B, we're going to work with push-ups again. So we've been working with push-ups on the knees for the last 3 weeks, and we're going to continue to do so with 3 sets of 30 reps on the push-ups on the knees. However, if you're happy to come up onto your toes, I'm happy for you to do so. But let's say bring it down to three lots of 10 to 15 reps on the toes. So if you're working on the knees down, hands forward, body nice and straight, pushing up. And if you're working on the toes, come up onto the toes, body nice and straight, push up. So once again, 3 sets of 30 if you're working on your knees, and 3 sets of about 10 to 15 if you're working on your toes. So exercise 2A, we're going to continue to work on our bridges. So last week we worked on a single leg incline bridge. This week we're going to do something similar. We're going to add a straight leg incline bridge on the single leg. So show you how that's done. Lay onto your back, have your working leg up onto something, and then the other leg just rest it up or rest it down but doesn't touch the ground. Use your hand just to support you. Press up through the working leg, which is straight. Come back down. Up. Make sure you swap legs. And we're going to work with 3 sets of 20 on each leg. So to superset our bridges with exercise 2B, working on the planks again, so a bit of core exercise. This time we're going to up it to 1 minute holds for each side. So 1 minute conventional, 1 minute each side. So last week we did 45 seconds. This week we're going to do 1 minute holds. So we're getting a little bit more difficult now. So conventional planks, elbows and toes, body nice and straight, 1 minute. Side planks, feet together, elbow, hips up. Holding 1 minute. So once again, 3 rounds of 1 minute, 1 minute conventional, 1 minute each side. Exercise 3A, we're going to continue to work on our straight knee calf raises. So last week we added on the weight, the backpack weight with the 2 feet. This time we're going to take away the weight and we're going to work on the 1 leg at a time. So holding onto something, 1 leg, straight knee. We're going to come up for 1 second and down for 3. Up, down for 3, make sure you swap over. So this time we're going to work with single legs, so make sure you do both legs. Up for 1 second, down for 3. Up, down, 1, 2, 3. So we're going to work with 3 sets of 15 on each leg, and then next week we're going to add some resistance to this single leg calf raise. exercise 3B, we're going to continue with our wood choppers. This time we're going to go with standing position. So sort of mimicking the batting position, a little bit better than just the kneeling that we started off with. So blue band, heavier resistance this time. Arms out straight, step away from the band so it's a bit more resistance. Feet planted, and we're going to rotate the torso, but we're going to incorporate the hips now. Rotating the hips. So a lot of the batting power will come from the hips as well, so make sure you're really rotating in with those hips. So 3 rounds of 20 each side. If you're dominant with the bat, one side, pretty much work that one first or focus on that one, but best to balance it out and do both sides, 3 rounds of 20. Exercise 4A this week, we're going to be still working our shoulder external rotation. We're going to work the rotator cuff a little bit harder with external rotation and a shoulder press. So we're going to work with the blue band, so heavy resistance, blue band. Set up the same way, so arm at sort of 90 degrees abduction. From here, externally rotate to neutral forearm position. Keep that rotated position while you press. Coming back down to that neutral position, and then relax. Coming up to external rotation. Keep that rotation, so don't let the band pull you forward. Keep it rotated. Press. Coming back. Down. So you feel a little bit more muscle working in the back of the shoulder where the rotator cuff sits, plus the posterior deltoid is going to start to help you out a little bit. We're going to work with 3 rounds of 20 on each side. So to superset our shoulder external rotation, we're going to work with a bent knee calf raise. This time we're going to take away the resistance that we added last week with the backpack, and we're going to work on the single leg. So same as the straight knee calf raise for this week, but just the bent knee. So holding on, bent knee, single leg, so the upper leg just stays off the ground. Up for 1 second, down for 1, 2, 3. Up, 1, 2, 3, swap over. Up, 1, 2, 3, up for 1, down 1, 2, 3. So we're going to work with 3 sets of 20 on each leg. No resistance for this week, but next week we're going to add on that backpack resistance. For our week 4 conditioning sessions, we're really starting to push up the intensity now. So 90% intensity with our short intervals. Still working with that 20-meter interval, so that sort of average base running interval. Really kicking up to 90% intensity. So if you think about 100% intensity as being your fastest sprint, we're working at 90%. So we're really getting up there with speed. We're going to bring it down to 5 rounds of 3 by 20-meter intervals. So you do 3 20-meter intervals, rest, and then go into your next round. Same session for week, or session 2 of the week will be the same. We're going to decrease those rest periods to 1 minute in between rounds. Remember, really starting to increase the intensity and fast takeoff. So take off fast and then keep the intensity high. Make sure you're warming up between or before these sessions and cooling down at the end. So for week 4, we're trying to really hone in on those skills, really trying to fine tune them ready for the season. So we've added a second skills session in for the week. I want you to keep the same session, so do the same session twice. Once again, I've been collaborating with Softball New South Wales to develop these skill sessions for you guys. So the numbers have increased in sort of the amount of reps that you're doing things and the amount of distance that you're doing things. But keep the same session at 2 times that week. So you can do 1 on Saturday and 1 on Sunday. Remember to warm up, remember to cool down. We're slowly going to increase the number of reps that you guys are doing so that there's, not triggering some overuse stuff before we even start the season. So really focusing on fine-tuning those skills now, ready for the season. So that's it for week 4, guys. Officially in the second half of the program. Thanks for watching. I hope you're enjoying. And if any questions come up or any injuries come up, just give us a call at the Healthy Body Company. Cheers.